What's up, guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another edition of American Truck Simulator. Hey, so today we are on my main account, as you can tell by the truck, and also we are still on the open beta for version 1.4. Now, in my last video, we went through all the changes that 1.4 will be bringing to the game, but this week they added in another little element to it, so I thought I would go ahead and showcase that for you guys as well today. So we're going to jump into the truck dealers, and I'm going to pick, we'll pick Peterbilt, just because, you know, I'm a Peterbilt kind of guy, and we'll go to buy online. And I'm going to pick one of the stock Peterbilts. Now, this isn't going to work on the 389 because it's a modded truck. It may work on the new version of it, or it may work on some of the other modded trucks. Maybe somebody's implemented this. But this is specifically added in for the stock trucks, or this is going to have to do with the stock trucks. If we go ahead and go into custom configuration, and we jump into the in-cab view, you're going to notice now that on your steering wheel, I missed this in my last one, you have the ability to come in here and change out the steering wheel, so you can go from prestige to platinum and have that wood grain in there. But notice the little red dots that are on the steering wheel now. Last week, SES announced that they were going to implement steering knobs, or what are affectionately known as suicide knobs. And you have your choice of blue, green, red, standard carbon, standard chrome, or standard wood. So you can add a suicide knob on there if you so desired to. Now, on their forums and on their press release or news release on it, they admit that the legality of these is a bit quote unquote shady. The truth be told, there's not really a federal law in the United States that prohibits the use of steering knobs. However, there are a lot of state laws against them. But the biggest thing is, if you drive for any sort of trucking line or for any sort of company out there, they're illegal because it does fall under the OSHA guidelines. If you read OSHA's guidelines, it pretty much says that any vehicle that the steering wheel's movement can be affected by the road cannot have any sort of steering aid put on it. Now, on construction equipment, and it even goes for construction equipment too, as far as heavy machinery, but if you've got, say, like my John Deere, where the steering wheel is connected not to a steering shaft, but more to a pump that basically adjust the hydraulic fluid to whatever direction you want to go. It's basically a hydraulic pump. You can put a steering knob on that, but if it were directly linked to the front axle and the movement of the tires on the axle affects the steering wheel, then you can't put one on there. And basically it's there because you hit a curb or something like that, it can pop back, break your hand, or snap your wrist or something like that. It's just a hazard, as well as I know, like in Tennessee, it's written up to where in Tennessee that you can't have anything that is out that could catch on clothing. So it's kind of not really a legal thing here in the States, but you know, they're going to add it into the game, which, okay, you can knock yourself out. But if you're going to add that in the game, add in the cabin accessories as well, so I can have my little bobbin dog on it. Because if you're going to just say, well, okay, well, we're going to skirt the law on this one, we're going to add it in, then you can skirt the law and put my bobbin dog in so I can have him on my dashboard. But anyways, so that was a little change that was announced this week that'll be coming in with version 1.4 as well. So you've got the tilt steering, the adjustable steering wheel, the adjustable steering column, a few other little tweaks to and then the addition of the steering wheel and the suicide knob. So those are the things that were noticeable. All right, so let's get to driving. Enough talking. I'm actually in Vegas, and I want to get over to Phoenix. I still haven't bought that garage there in Phoenix, so I thought today what I would do is I'd roll over to Prim, pick up this load from the Chevron that expires in an hour. Hopefully we may not be able to get there. Well, if we get there and we can't get it, we can always pick up this load of potassium. So, but anyways, we'll roll over there, we'll pick up a load, and then we'll head over to Phoenix, Arizona. And once we get dropped off and everything, I'm going to go ahead and buy that garage there so that we have another garage into our stable. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's fire the old 389 up and get to driving, because I have missed driving with you guys. How you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Memorial Day weekend coming up here in the States. Not Memorial Day, it's Labor Day weekend. Got to get my holidays straight. Going back to work, back to school, it's Labor Day weekend. First weekend in September. Hope you guys have lots of great plans. I'll be right here with you, hopefully doing some live streaming this weekend. Nothing really planned. Alright, let's get out of here. Head her on out. If we can't get up to Prim in an hour, I doubt we can, but we should certainly be able to get there within 3 hours. We can pick up that other load that is there. And we'll haul that little load off. So anyways, I may have that wrong on that suicide knob. That's the research that I've done on it, and that's I've been looking into that for a while. So that's as far as I know. Now all laws are different. I know, you know, for one thing, California, they're against the law for sure. So again, it's one of those things where I just kind of grimace and chuckle at the same time. Is like, you know, I heard Pavel, when he was talking to Squirrel back when this game was initially released, talk about one of the reasons they weren't putting a cabin accessory pack in this thing had to do with, you know, laws regarding what you can put on your dash. Well, if you're just going to throw it all out the window with that steering knob, I want the cabin accessory pack in here. And again, I laugh because that's something I didn't really, I just kind of looked at when I was playing ETS and thought, why'd you add this in? And it's one of my favorite parts of the game, being able to customize the interior of your truck with those little elements. I really miss that. So alright, so we are on single player, so I do have to remember to obey all of the traffic laws and make sure I don't speed, don't roll through red lights, all that good stuff. But we are bobtailing right now over to Prim, and we'll see what load we get when we get to the Chevron. So yeah, I said I was gonna stream this week. I really hope to get streams, videos out every day this week. I'm trying to get back into the groove and trying to get back on schedule and get a video a day. I really want to get back to 2 videos a day, and the live stream at night. I'm feeling a lot better. They've changed my medication up a little bit. I'm not as drowsy and as groggy all the time, but sometimes I still feel a little rough. Alright, headed up. And I meant to stream last night, but some family things came up last minute. I do have a family member who is getting ready to have surgery done, and so a lot of little last minute tests going on, and because of that I just didn't stream last night. Didn't get in until late, but hopefully I'll get a stream out tonight for you guys. I'm thinking it'll be like Farm Sim, something like that, because I know you guys are missing Farm Sim. But we'll do some truck sim this week as well, live stream. I'm thinking maybe, you know, God, it's getting to where I got so many games that I like to play now that I don't know what to do as far as what to stream. Like, I know Farm Sim's like a core that everybody loves, but at the same time, I enjoy my American Truck Simulator. I'm really having fun with Firm Bus, even though it's got so many little bugs in it, but it's a lot of fun to drive. You know, and just going through there, I need to do some Construction Simulator. Construction Simulator is back to that point where I'm sort of with it because, well, it erased all my control settings again, and I thought I saved the config file for it, but apparently I didn't. Well, that was a weird bog down. Anyway, so I've got to go back through and rebind all my control settings, and that's one of those things, like, I've been meaning to do a video on it, and I sit down, I either don't feel good or I get frustrated with the controls and don't get to it, but I need to get some of that in. And then I also sort of want to do some ETS as well, because I don't know, I'm wanting to get back into ETS. It's a more complete game, and play it. So I'm sort of missing it, missing some pro mods, miss driving in it. Alright, so here we are at the Chevron plant. Pull on in here and we'll see what job we have available. Hopefully it's the tanker, because I'd like to haul the tanker. Sweet. Now what options do we get with that tanker? So we get the fuel tanker short or the fuel tanker long. God, I'm thinking we got to take the long one, right? So we'll confirm that. Somebody laughed at me the other day. It was like, oh geez, I wish when you got to the loading platform you could always specify that you wanted the short trailer. But yeah, alright, it is kind of funny about that. But anyways, in real life you're not going to be able to pull up to the loading platform and go up to the guy and go, you know, I'm not really in the mood to haul that really long trailer today. How about putting that load on the short one? I know it can't haul as much cargo, but go ahead and throw it over there. So it is kind of funny, but well, wait a minute, this was supposed to go to Phoenix. Oh man, I missed it. All right, so we'll take this one instead. That's a bummer. It's a rush. All right, so we can take the universal one, or we can take the longer curtain trailer, which is Pitt, Ohio. We'll go ahead and take the longer one again. Take the longer trailer. That's a bummer. I wanted to take the tanker. Well. All right. So, well, we're going to get a lot of bonuses on it though. Look at that. We get fragile delivery. We also get hazardous class 4, as well as it's urgent. So we'll go ahead and haul it. Let's just not mess it up, right? That'd be my luck. I'll have a wreck or something with it. Alright, so we'll get back in here and pick up our load. And I hadn't picked up in one of these facilities in a while. Certainly not in any of the live stream stuff we've been doing. Alright. Beep, 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 beep. I can't stand buzzers. There's a reason there's not one on this truck. Put her around. See if I can get under here. Oh, I'm already in the wrong place. See if now I can square up on it. Still not right. I can see down in my small mirror what I'm doing, but not so much in the upper mirror. I might have to straighten up a little bit. In real life, I probably could hit this, but I don't think in the game it's going to give it to me coming in at that little bit of an angle there. So I'll straighten up on it and see if I can get on here. I haven't changed up to version 3 of this particular truck. I really probably ought to. Maybe it has some of this stuff with the kingpin fixed. That should be pretty darn good right there, kids. Still didn't get it. There it is. It's one of those things where you just got to get right under it and get it exactly right, or it's not going to drop in. Not like using the bigger trucks and being able to mess around with them a little bit. So just kind of got to go with it. And I don't, again, I don't know. Version 3 might have resolved this, but most of you guys know Viper stopped working on this particular truck, and someone else has taken it over. Let me reset my track IR here for the road. But Viper has stopped supporting this particular truck, and someone else has taken it over. And so you're kind of stuck. I don't really know what kind of adjustments he's made to it. So I'm going to take a real quick shot for the old thumbnail here real quick. So let's pull back. Might look pretty good. Go ahead and take that for our screenshot. And now we can get on the road. So let's do our tug test real quick. Put her in first gear. Hold down the trailer brakes just to make sure everything is tight. And we are good. Let's go. Let's get on the road. Got an urgent delivery here, but we got to make it. But yeah, I haven't messed with it, but I did get somebody commented in the last video and just said that the new version 3 of this truck did support the tilt steering and the adjustable steering column. But again, I don't know because I haven't messed with it. It was frustrating enough having to deal with all the other stuff to jump to another version now. That I don't even know is in the Steam Workshop, so and once again I'm going to try to really be super aware of what my gears are, my revs on it, trying to run around 1500 RPMs, keep it legit, and just have a nice drive. Though we do need to keep in mind that this is an urgent delivery, so we are going to have to push pretty hard on it. All right. slow. Getting out of here is always fun. Turn my turn signal on now. Alright, I'm going. I have to remember this isn't firm bus. If I pull out in this, the AI will slow down. I was just kind of cringing just a minute ago thinking, oh man, that other truck's gonna run me over. Alright. Gotta remember 55 right up here. I love the sound of this truck. So good. I get people commenting on older videos every day about this truck. Oh, what a great truck. It sounds so good. Looks so good. It's just a great model. It really is. If only the in-game trucks were this good. Alright, we'll set up our cruise control at 55. Maybe cheat a little bit over that. Maybe 56, 57. Stay in that low gear until we get through all these little whoops up and down. I got a little money coming in from Jay-Z. He made a little cash for us. 55, there we go, 56. Lock it up on that. And we got the interchange up here we got to take. As that Camaro swoops in front of us. I always think I need to turn my turn signal on much earlier than I should on this particular intersection. This turn right here always scares me. Kind of pinches right there towards the end. There we go. So, how you guys doing with ATS? Y'all still having fun? You still enjoying it? I'd love to know in your comments. I was doing a little research yesterday, just looking around at what games are still really popular on Steam, and different times of the day I would go through the community hub and just see how many people were playing each particular game. And I was really shocked to see that the numbers on ATS have really fallen way off. I mean, they're not really terrible, but they're nowhere near what I thought they would be. I expected them to be 5,000-6,000 people playing at any given time, and they're more around the 2,000 numbers, whereas ETS is still up around 15,000-16,000, and just about any time I look, there's a ton of people still playing ETS. So I was a little shocked by that. I thought that the numbers on this game would be much better, but they're just not there. And I don't know if that's because people have just gotten a little bit tired of driving the same runs constantly, and not having any new content. I don't think it has anything against the game as much as it is just fatigue. Because even myself, I want to go back and drive some ETS, and I was going to talk to you guys about that. I'm probably going to drive a little ETS this week as well. I guess I mentioned that a little while ago. Ooh, that was a little shifted high. Should have let 8 run down a little bit more. All right, bring her on in here for the weigh. Get our actuals weighed up. All right, go ahead and press enter. 89,714 pounds is what we're hauling, or what we're pulling. See if I can get in here without using my hazards. All right. All right. But yeah, ETS still the champ. Holding on. Lots of people playing it. Not as many playing this. But yeah, I looked around at a lot of games yesterday just to see how many people were playing a particular game. Farm Sim still doing pretty good. I think there was like 4,000 or 5,000 people playing on average during each day span. When I looked like 3 different times during the day, like a morning, midday, evening, and pretty much Farm Sim staying consistent right there. Euro Truck staying pretty consistent as well, around 15,000 anytime I look. The numbers on ATS fluctuated. In the morning, a couple of thousand people playing. In the midday, a couple of thousand playing. A little bit higher numbers in the evening, but not greatly that much. Still right around 4,000, 5,000 people maybe. But still decent numbers, but not what I thought it would have been. A little early on that shift. I'll admit that. Traffic go. Don't want to pull out in front of them, slow them up. We'll pull out in front of this next one. I should have gone on to 4th. I know I can jump 1 to 3, and sometimes I can jump to 5th, but that was probably a bad one right there. All right. The real shocker to me was No Man's Sky. It's been out a couple of weeks, and it's already under 10,000 people watching it or playing it. It was like one point I looked and there was like 8,000 people total playing that game. Let my speed get up there. Back that speed down and get underneath the limit. Don't want to get a ticket. That elevation change back there, it's a little misleading. You don't realize you come down it so fast. He got away from me a little bit there. Yeah, not many people playing No Man's Sky. They're jumping off of it pretty quick. You know, I said 8,000. I think the numbers might have been even worse on it. I think it might have only been like a couple of thousand people in the morning playing. Come on, shift gears there. I know I shift kind of fast, but... yeah, I had to use it right there. Otherwise, that little, whatever was behind me was gonna run right over me. Anyways, so what are you guys' favorite games right now? What are y'all enjoying playing? Other than Farm Sim, what are you guys really enjoying? What are your favorite games? I've been having a blast playing Ark. I have to be honest with you. It's one of those games that's really grindy, and but been playing with Hemi and Short, Crimson Fox, Cowboys on the server, as well as Adam, and we've been having a good time playing together. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm definitely having more fun playing multiplayer on there than I did in single player. It's so grindy, though. That's the only thing with that game. I say that after playing No Man's Sky, and No Man's Sky, I will say I've played like I went at it hard for about 4 or 5 days, and really gave it an honest shakedown. And at the end of that, and then I picked it up and tried to play again this week on it, and tried to play a little bit, pick it back up and play some more, and I just got to say, it just doesn't do it for me. I like the game, I can have fun, but I just get tired of the grind really quickly with it. Not nearly like that for me. Oh, come on, don't pull out. Thank you. Ark's not nearly like that for me. Ark, I look forward to playing every day and having a good time in. No Man's Sky, I just can't. The grind in it's just too much. But anyways, this week we're going to try to get back into our regular games. We're going to add Fern Bus in because I really think that game's got a huge amount of potential. I'm not going to sugarcoat the game and tell you that, oh, it's fine. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's a wonderful game, and the developers and these people are just being overcritical of it. No, I'm going to be honest and tell you the truth, my opinion, regarding whether or not you should spend money on it or not. But I can also be objective and look at the game and say it's really going to be a good simulator. When you look at what they've got that they're working on, yeah, they're working on Track IR, yeah, they're working on all these other little fixes that they need to get into the game. I mean, I went and read on their forums, and there's like a laundry list. If you wrote it out, it'd be like a 2-page laundry list of things that the developer admits needs to be done to the game to fix the game and make it better. But at the same time, they're like, well, we think the game's fun. We think that you can enjoy it as is right now, and we don't want to delay the release of it anymore. So we're going to go and put it out with all of its flaws, and then we'll work on it down the road. At $34.99, that's a hard pill to swallow. But at the same time, I think it's a great game. I think the base of the game at its core, they're on track to do something really great. I'm not going to jake going up this hill. I'm going to keep it just off the engine itself. I'll let the momentum of this slow me down. Because there are a lot of purists that say you should never jake going up a ramp or jake going up a hill. And then you've got other people who say, man, I jake every time I get a chance to. So I think that's the difference in how you're brought up driving truck too. I think old school drivers, they don't rely on the jake brake that much. and they don't abuse it. Whereas I think younger drivers and newer generation just throw the Jake brake on first chance they get, and they utilize it. Are we actually here already? Geez, I didn't realize that was going to be such a short run. That's alright. I still got to park it. And y'all know my parking lately has been atrocious. It's like I've just progressively gone downhill with it. I used to be pretty darn good at backing these trucks in and doing it. And it seems like the more and more I play this game, the worse I get at it. Why that is, I don't know. Oh, we're going into the Chevron. If I remember right, this one's got a nasty turn going into it. So we're going to have to swing way out to make the turn. Got to dip down a little bit so I can see that traffic signal. Alright, well. Come on, traffic light. I really wish SCS would go in and increase the duration of these left turn signals and make them longer than just letting two cars in. Hopefully with the increase in the scale of the map, maybe they'll take some of that stuff in consideration, as well as it's going to take you longer to get somewhere. Don't hold me up as long as it. Don't make the traffic lights as much as an issue as just driving the road. Because at the end of the day, you play this game to drive, and to drive. I drive to be realistic in it, and I don't want to sit here and be hamstrung by a whole bunch of traffic lights. This isn't the one, I don't guess. It doesn't have the wall nearly as far out to the street as some of the other ones that I remember. Alright, so we are parking. Look at where we're going to be at here. Let's use our free cam to just get up and look at where we're at. We're all the way back over here. We are running a long trailer, so probably try to come in, spin her around, and then back her in if we can. That'll be the game plan anyways. Alright, so pulling out a little bit here. I might have gone too far up here. Ooh, gonna have to back up a little bit so I can get that nose in there. Go ahead and turn our flashers on. Looks like we're clear on the right, so I want to get as far over here as I can. Coming in here. And hug up next to that trailer. I got that one little fire nozzle there to worry about. Good there, good there. Oh yeah. That's what we wanted to do. I probably should have started my turn a little bit sooner. And that would have left my tires in a better spot to get in there, but I should be alright. Alright. See if we can crank her back in there. Yeah, I probably should pull it up a little bit more. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up a little bit more so I can get that angle a little bit shallower. There we go. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Let's see if I can push her in there a little bit more into that back corner back there. Now, let's see if I can cut her around. And voila. There we go. Not a first timer, but we got it done. And we are parked. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Alrighty. Well, we got paid for that one. We got good on it. So let's go ahead and roll out of here. Oh, we get another point. So we'll max out our distance. Awesome. That's pretty much all our points. The eco stuff, I don't know if you guys know this or not. The eco stuff doesn't matter, or at least this is what I've been told. So let me preface this. The eco stuff doesn't matter if you're using the realistic fuel consumption. So the 5 points in there, you're just wasting them if you put them in there if you're doing the realistic fuel consumption. So I don't even care about the eco points at this point. So I got the points maxed out on this guy, which most of you guys have probably already maxed out your drivers and everything else like that, because you didn't play multiple accounts and do a whole lot of multiplayer and build up multiple accounts and all that good stuff. So you're probably much further along in the game than I am, honestly, at this point. But yeah, I mean, like, I should have bought this garage months ago. We talked about this months ago, and it's just I get sidetracked with doing other things, and you know, I don't necessarily get everything done in a timely manner. I get on the test account and test out a bunch of mods, and so I don't drive on this account nearly as much as I should. I'm gonna try to rectify that though coming up. But it's like when I do the live streams, I feel like I should be doing the multiplayer stuff more than single player, because it incorporates more people into it. The guys who want to drive multiplayer can join me in doing the multiplayer stuff. And so I just sort of feel like when I do a live stream, I should be doing the multiplayer stuff, when in reality, I probably need to, you know, drive single player some as well. Where's the balance at? You know, it's always one of those things where you have to toss it up in the air and go, what should I do? Where should I focus my attention? But so moving on this week, though, like I said, I'm going to try to get a video out every day. I'm going to try to live stream every day, with the exception of Saturday night. If you don't live here in the United States, you're not going to really understand this, but it is Labor Day weekend, and the college football season kicks off Saturday night. And I'm just going to have to admit that I'm not going to live stream while there's a college football game on. One particular college football game that will be on Saturday night beginning at 7 p.m. from Dallas, Texas. And that would feature, I don't know, some team that has to do with my truck playing up against USC. So, yeah. So yeah, since my boys will be taking on the USC Trojans Saturday night at 7, I will be watching football, and I don't like to divide my attention during that time unless it's just a Notre Dame blowout or something like that, But who knows? It's gonna be an interesting year. I have no expectations this year. So those of you who want to know my predictions on the season, I don't know. I start every season out the same. It's a good year until you lose, and as long as we beat Auburn, I'm a happy camper. I'm not gonna lie and say that I wouldn't love to see them win every game every year, but I know that's not a reality. But they do have a pretty, I'm not gonna lie, they have a pretty favorable schedule this year. But you never know, though. Any team can be strong any year in college football. And that's what makes it really cool. A team that you just didn't expect to be stellar can come out of the woodwork and blow everybody away. And, I mean, look at what Northwestern did years ago. And, no one expected them to be unbelievably good, or, it's just one of those things. Baylor. That's the reason you play the games. You can't sit there and say, oh, well, this team's the best team in the nation, and we're just going to give them the trophy day one. Whoa, geared down a little too much. Alright, so here we are at the truck headquarters. That's so funny, man. I wish that there are two things I wish they would do, and they're going back and revising a little bit of ETS to incorporate the ability to customize your truck a little bit based on the logos that you have in the game. Let's go ahead and get this done. Do you really want to buy this garage? Yes. So we'll get this purchased. And now we have our truck headquarters for here in Phoenix, Arizona. Should have bought this a long time ago. And with that done, look at our money. We have $564,000. We probably need to jump into the old truck dealership and buy another Peter car. Let's do that. But the one thing that I was going to talk to you about was they're going to go back to the old drawing board. And they are going to throw in, let's see, 145,000. Let's go configuration. The other thing I wish they would do, I wish they would add in a fleet mode into the game where when you're buying trucks now, and not everybody plays the game the same way I do, right? But I would love to be able to save the customizations that I do when I'm buying fleet, to be able to buy a fleet. Like if this was real life and I was buying this truck, I would call up my rep at Peterbilt and say, hey, those other 15 Peterbilts that I've purchased, I want another one just like it. And he would set it all up he'd go, okay, well, the last one you bought was set up this way. You want the exact same configurations? I sure do. And he would take care of that for me. And I wish that you had that ability in this particular game to be able to do that, because I think that would be really cool. So yeah, we really don't have a paint scheme set up for the cab version of this, but we'll go with it. change that to the painted sides on there. Let's go with that. I'm gonna go exclusive. Yeah, let's go exclusive on it. Come up here to the front. Do we want a bull bar on it? I mean, it's a driver, you know. God, we better put one on it. They're liable to wreck it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really like the bull bar on them. They don't look that great. Let's see. Oh, by the way, you remember you have that big, huge honking trucker bumper now that you can put on the front of it, you know. So, I mean, that looks like something that ought to be on an armored car, more than it looks like it ought to be on an 18-wheeler. But a little gaudy. So we'll go with just a regular bumper, because again, this is a driver. This is not anything I'm ever going to drive. These are specifically for my employees. So we want the Seagull Chrome, and we'll use the Vortex on there. And I want my truck to look good on the road, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and give them the dual exhaust on it. Back here, we'll do the Seagull Chrome as well. No, I don't want supers. Don't want supers. There we go. Seagull Chrome. And the Vortex on there. Same thing here. Seagull Chrome. And the Vortex. As far as the hubs on them, let's go with just chrome caps, a regular cap chrome, and what the heck? Let's embellish them up a little bit, right? Let's use the preset on there. I don't like that one as much. Can't remember which one I used on the. I think it's this one. I think this one stands out more. Yeah, I like it better. And if we're gonna do that, let's use the Dukes. That'll look good. So Duke Chrome, and we'll use the different spokes for different folks. No, looks good. And then the tire has to be changed to the Vortex. Oh, yep. I think that's all the customization really that needs to be done to it. So it just becomes a corporate driver. We can give them a bigger sun visor. It gives them the white one. And then the painted window, the painted mirrors, I think is what we were doing. Been a while since we bought one, I have to admit that. Yeah, all right. So there's our new truck for Phoenix, and that puts us out at 160,000. We'll confirm that. We say we'll buy a couple of them. So we 564,000. Let's go ahead and buy one. Purchase it. And that's going to go here in Phoenix into slot 1. Okay, let's purchase it again. And we're going to put that into Phoenix slot 2. Oh yeah. Oh, we still got a little money. Let's go for 3. And we'll put that one in Phoenix slot 3. There we go. And we didn't even have to go into debt to do it. So let's go to driver manager. And yeah. All right, so we got 3 trucks that need drivers. Do we want to move some drivers down to Phoenix, or just leave everybody where they're at? And I sort of want to reward the drivers who are doing good with new trucks, you know, like we did with this guy here. Give them better trucks, because my understanding is the better truck you give them, the better the driver is. But then again, we upgraded this guy and he's losing money. That's not good. Why are you costing me money, bro? That guy's truck is upgraded. That guy's truck is not upgraded. So let's change the truck he's driving. Let's relocate him to Phoenix, and we'll put him in that truck as a nice reward. And we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll go ahead and relocate her to Phoenix. Here we go. And this one here. Let's see who else is knocking it out. Really, Ludovic isn't doing that great, but Molly M is rocking it. So Molly's gonna get moved to Phoenix as well. So we'll put her down here, and she'll get an upgraded truck so she can go longer distances. So cool. We're looking good, looking good. So we still need 3 new drivers. So apparently all of our trucks that we vacated are all in Las Vegas. So let's grab a driver. And as always, I look for people who have a little bit of distance and maybe time, just in time delivery. Those are the most important things to me when looking at drivers. Katrina B. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. See, there we go. Katrina B is on the job. See, we need another one. Find somebody else who's got a little distance, got a little just in time. Don't have it. Well, this guy's got like 4 points, but one of them's eco driving. Yeah, not impressed. Simon L, you look like a winner. You got to get a little distance under your belt, but you do have 2 hazard plaques and just in time, so you'll make a little bit of money. Let's see, and who else do we need? We should have one more vacant truck right here. Yep. Let's go ahead and see, this guy here's got 2 hazard plaques, but he's got 2 points in eco driving. He just really doesn't impress me. Jan K, that's a bizarre looking dude. I'm more apt to go with Bob S because he's got a little hazardous, but he's just in time rated. But rather than hire him, Tina T over here has the same points, and I like hiring women over hiring men. Alright, so let's go ahead and hire some more. I've just like surrounding myself with beautiful women, I guess. Alright, so there we go. See, I equally space it out, men and women. I don't just hire men or whatever. So, alright, cool. So that tops all that off. So what was I saying? The last thing I was talking about, your emblem right here, your company logo or whatever. When they originally designed ETS, they were going to incorporate this into your truck design. And they're going to go back to the drawing board, and they're actually going to work on doing that in Euro Truck. Maybe I guess they're going to try to incorporate that into ATS as well, possibly. But I know they're going to try to work your logo into Euro Truck design, so that's kind of cool. But I like to see them do that with your shop as well. You know, your shop, you name your business and you pick a logo and everything. There's got to be some way that when you purchase a facility that you could go in there and have your logo and your actual name of your company show up on the side of the building. I just think that would be too easy to program to have some sort of billboard or whatever. It'd just be text. It wouldn't be anything fancy, but it would at least be up there, you know. I don't know. It seems like they could do that. It doesn't seem like it's that hard, but more so, and I've said it before, I wish they would have some sort of like create your own logo thing or import your own logo in, that when you imported it in, it added it into the game, either on your truck or, on your building and stuff like that. But that'll probably never happen. But anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. As always, we're getting so very close to 20,000 subscribers, and I can't say enough to you guys as far as thank you, because without your support, this channel would be nothing. You guys do mean the world to me. Sorry I was not as active in August as most of the other months, and appreciate your understanding on that. I will try to get more active. I will try to get back to consistent consistent daily videos, consistent live streams and everything. Like I said, there's that football season thing that'll get in the way, but we should have a pretty good time moving forward, and I look forward to the year ahead. So thanks, guys. I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.